the driving forces of the world's best gymnasts. 71 countries have convened to compete for their nation's pride. It's the World Gymnastics Championships from Tianjin, China. For China, it's the first time holding an event of this magnitude and will ultimately set the stage for the highest honor and distinction, the coveted gold in Sydney, Australia. Today, the world's best compete in the team finals in a unique country that embraces this beautiful and artistic sport. We welcome you to Tianjin, China. We're about 80 miles from Beijing. This is the 1999 World Gymnastics Championships. 651 athletes from around the world, 71 countries represented. My name is Chris Marlowe. We start with the women's team final. 6 teams remain, and one of those teams marching in right now is the United States of America. 5th in Lausanne, Switzerland in 1997, and the always powerful Chinese. For more, let's go over to 1984 gold medalist Bart Connor. Bart?
Well, it seems like every time we come to the World Team Championships, it comes down to the same old story. Romania and Russia battling for the team gold medal. That should be the case tonight. The Romanians are so strong and deep and consistent. That's why they're the 3-time defending world champions. The Russians are led by the Olympic and world gold medalist Svetlana Khorkina. She is artistic and creative, and she leads a very beautiful team. They'll need to be consistent on the balance beam if they hope to challenge the world champion Romanians. Now, the bronze medal, that's up for grabs. It's anyone's guess. It could be the Americans, could be Ukraine, it could be China. China is at home, but they're an immature and young team. The Americans have limped into this competition. They're led by Vanessa Atler and Kristen Maloney. They've had some injuries and some inconsistencies. They'll need to be solid today, but they could win a bronze medal if they nail it.
Quick look at the competition guidelines. The scores do not carry over from the preliminaries. The women rotate among 4 apparatus: vault, bars, beam, and floor. The men rotate among 6: floor, pommel horse, still rings, vault, bars, and the high bar. And when you add it all up, the sum of the 4 scores per apparatus are tallied for the team total. One other thing to keep in mind, all 4 events for the women are going on simultaneously. We'll explain more of that in a minute. Now, we're going to start on balance beam with China's Bai Chunyue.
Interesting, this young lady is 16 years old, but get this, she's 4 feet 3 inches tall, and she's enormously popular here in China. Nice opening combination there.
Keep in mind that Chunyue has to deal with the distraction of Havana Gila in the background, and that is not for her. That is for the floor exercise.
Comes a tumbling sequence, back handspring, 2 back handsprings to a layout. Oh! You can hear this crowd. There's a lot of intensity in this building, expecting the Chinese women to place well in the team competition. That fall cost them a half of a point. Kind of an unusual presentation style and choreography, a little choppy.
I agree.
And a pretty clean double back dismount, but as you hear that crowd, they are really into this competition. The Romanians look strong, the Russians look strong, the Chinese will have to be on, and they can't afford mistakes like this if they hope to challenge for a team medal today.
By Chunyue, score on beam 8-9-2-5. She was hoping for better. Let's move over to the floor exercise now. This is the Russian Svetlana Khorkina. Silver at the World Championships. She's good.
So you go from the tiniest competitor in the meet to perhaps the tallest at more than 5 feet 4 inches tall. Khorkina is a delight to watch on the floor. Short on that last tumbling pass, but a good cover. She has such terrific presentation and style that even when she's a little off, she does a good job at covering up. This is a gorgeous triple twist and a lovely swan-like landing. Here is the 2.5 twister, and she was a little shorter rotation there, and she fought to pull that tuck somersault around. But once again, a 9-8 for her because of her style and elegance and complete presentation. That was beautiful.
So a solid score for Khorkina. And now the American Elise Ray. Her first of 2 vaults, 6th place at the Nationals.
Okay, a little bouncy on the landing there. That vault is what they call a Yurchenko with a full twist in the laid out position. It's only a 9.5 start value. Each vault is judged based on its degree of difficulty. She'll need a little more difficulty to get a big score. The technique is very clean on this, and that's typical of everything that Elise does. She has very nice execution and clean form.
9.125 on her first vault. Keep in mind, the 2 vaults are averaged for your final score.
Now, the second vault should be a higher degree of difficulty. From a 9.8, she's going to add an extra half twist onto what she just did. Okay, good for her. Now, this is an improvement for her. She has gotten better on this event. And it's nice to see a cheering American crowd. Those are the parents. USA Gymnastics brought the parents of all these gymnasts over to the competition here in China. It's a long way to go. It's good to have some support.
And a very nice gesture.
Well done. Clean execution. As you see from the high angle here, pretty good push off the horse. You'll see some more powerful vaults, but this is an improvement for her because she's added the degree of difficulty and to get a little bit better score.
9.450 for vault number 2. And her average 9.287 for 17-year-old Elise Ray.